Hey, welcome to Neil Reviews It Cusacks. Today we're on location in Edmond, Oklahoma with Mike Kennerty from the All American Rejects. And Mike. And Mike. And Mike. Today we are reviewing One Crazy Summer, starring John Cusack, Demi Moore.
Who you...
While watching the movie last night, I was like, who's that girl? She looks real familiar. And he was like, Demi Moore.
But this movie is a who's who, who's that? There's everyone in it you recognize, and you're like, what do I know him from?
So you have Len Matuzak, or John Matuzak. He was like the worst. It's the second worst casting. Him as a punk rocker with the pink hair. But that was only second worst casting in the movie because Demi Moore as a rocker.
Always carrying her guitar around with no case. And an amp. Did you notice she was always carrying an amp on like a satchel style?
Joel Murray and then Bobcat Goldthwait, who you guys might know from his beef with Seinfeld, and as the voice in Unhappily Ever After.
Oh yeah, the puppet.
He was the imaginary friend.
And then speaking of Seinfeld, the most evil of the evil people in this movie, the dad of the rich kid. He's most familiar to me when I was watching and trying to think of it, and then I remembered he was the dad in the Twisted Sister videos.
Right.
Like, what are you going to do with your life? But he was also, when I looked it up, the maestro on Seinfeld, which I did not realize that was the same person.
Then the other Stork brother, he looked real familiar from like all those 80s movies also.
William Hickey, the classic old man, who, in looking this up, was not an old man in any of those movies. He was, when this movie was shot...
But he was the old man in every 80s movie.
Yeah, and he was in his mid-50s when they shot this.
And Taylor Negron, who plays himself, his shirt says Taylor, he's in it for like 6 seconds.
There's two Riches, Rich Hall and...
Rich Hall from Not Necessarily the News.
And Rich Little at the very end.
At the very end, he's the guy at the radio station. The movie starts with a cartoon of a mass shooting by a rhino incel.
It definitely, in the first 10 seconds, is like, ooh, this didn't age properly. No. And is it, because it comes out after Better Off Dead, is it a parody of those movies? Well, it's the same writer and director as Better Off Dead. It felt like a caricature of the 80s if it was drawn by someone who hated the 80s. You know what I mean? Totally. Like it was cynical. Was so like over the top and surrealist and like that's... My thing is, it's so surreal and weird. Weird. I loved every second of it. I remember, and it's funny, it's one of those things that as I watched it, every second of it came back to me. But differently, like I didn't remember exactly, because as a kid, that kind of went over my head, I think. It was just a weird movie. Oh, we forgot Booger. Oh, Booger was in this, from Revenge of the Nerds. Booger's dad in this, he is the dude in Happy Gilmore, who's the shooter hires to hurt Happy, you know, you jackass. Oh, right. Am I crazy, or Booger's storyline in this is totally unnecessary? He's given I guess a C story, and it has nothing to do with... It's definitely it never pays off. Well, I mean, it wraps itself, but yeah, it doesn't pay off to the big story, though. No, because he doesn't save one of them, he saves, like, some third-party, like, racers that we don't even know anything about. But I still loved it. It played for some good jokes about the army stuff with his dad, and he's like, he's collecting shells on the beach. Yeah, that's funny. That is funny. The whole thing is about Demi Moore's character needing to get $3,000. And not once does she mention the fact that John Cusack just
threw money that she had earned or stolen. Mm-hmm. If you needed to raise money, and that guy came up to you and was like, "Oh, how can I help you raise money?" The first thing you'd say is be like, "Well, I mean, it would have been cool if you didn't steal my money and give it to people."
Would they have harmed her had he not done that? Because then if it's like he saved her by doing that, then that's the...
He meant to put her in the car, or she just jumped in the car?
Well, what's funny is I thought that was weird because I don't feel like it ever showed her get to the car. Yeah. Like, he jumped in the car, and then suddenly she was in the car.
Yeah.
And that was
I don't think he was trying to save her. I think he was just trying to leave.
No, he was definitely trying to distract them. I don't think he was trying to make her come with him. But I think he was trying to give her an out to get away. Because he could have walked out with all that money, and he goes, "Hey guys," and baited them after him.
Okay. They got the money in time, but it still wasn't in time. So then they had to like rally the troops and this new thing, the boat regatta. And it's like, that's out of nowhere too. Like, what? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, they established the regatta the whole time. They were establishing that there's going to be one, but this whole idea that, like, oh, now they have to win the regatta, like...
Picking some rich person sport that no one has any relation to, which does seem to be a theme in those movies.
And then they win.
Yeah, with no experience. But, because they took the car, turned it into a boat.
Because they seem like the kind of people who knew how to do that.
Well,
let's Storm Brothers did. Yeah. Storm Brothers, all right, I buy that. All right, Storm Brothers knew what to do. What do you give it?
Oh, I loved it. For fun, 100% 5.
Ceramic Bear?
Ceramic Bear. Story, I mean, it's an 80s movie, and it seems even more like it's a like wink in an 80s movie. I mean, I'd probably say 3. What was that one again?
Skull Bobblehead.
Probably Skull Bobblehead, but I don't mean that in a bad way, because I enjoyed every second of this. Like, it really was like a joy for me watching this. And there is some nostalgia to that, but there was also so much I didn't remember about it that I loved.
I'm gonna give, for fun, give a 3, a Skull Bobblehead. It was fun, and there's some funny in it.
I think that's more just a shame for you to not have the
I'm gonna go
the heart and love, happiness in you to take in the greatness.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a 3, a Skull Bobblehead for fun. It's not a 2, it's a 3. It's average. It's fun. And for story, I mean, you're not gonna like this, but it's a pile of clothes being donated to Goodwill. It really is. It's
I am shocked this movie has never been released on Blu-ray. It's been released on DVD, but it's $30 to find the DVD.
And it's not HD anyway.
No.
You can't get an HD copy of this no matter what you do.
Yeah, we rented it on Amazon and it was standard definition. There's not an HD option. Which blows my mind that somehow, of all the, the millions of movies that don't deserve that treatment, to me this one deserves it.
To me, they're right. Well, AmericanVHS.com, thanks for doing this. Thanks so much for being a part of the show. 12-inch vinyl, new EP.
Oh, I guess I could do Instagram. It's the only thing I'm on, really. At Mike AAR, all one thing.
New EP on Epitaph.
Yeah.
Streaming, is it available on streaming services? Yeah, check it out on Spotify or whatever.
It's called Send Her to Heaven.
Send Her to Heaven. Like, share, subscribe, check out the Patreon if you want to be the greatest person on earth, and come see me live, neilrubenstein.com, patreon.com/neilrubenstein. Thank you. Thanks again to Mikey, and thank you for watching. Thank you so much for watching.
What is it? It's the thing that we all